Hey y'all, it's your girl Salute Marie and welcome back to my channel. Before we get into this video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Okay y'all, so I'm back with another Jody story time today, and from the title you already know what your girl is about to talk about, so let's get into this video today. Okay y'all, so I'm back with another story time. We left off at the last story time and I was telling y'all, just describing to y'all like what I was going through when I was pregnant, living with Jody at Barry in his grandma's house or whatever, and just how like he would treat me and like stuff he would not do when I was pregnant or whatever. And I expressed to y'all how I felt like really depressed and, you know, just at my lowest of the lows, you know what I'm saying? And me not knowing, you know what I'm saying, speaking in hindsight, I was even lower after, you know, I had the baby. So as a few months go by, whatever, y'all, I'm gonna kind of just like brush past like my whole pregnancy, you know what I'm saying? Because it's so many things that happen, so I don't remember every little thing, and I don't want to drag it out, you know what I'm saying? Or try to remember every little bit and piece that happened, you know what I'm saying? Because this was like an 8-year relationship, so it's kind of hard to like pinpoint every little detail, you know what I'm saying? But y'all got the gist of how I felt during that pregnancy. Of course, Jody was still cheating on me the whole time I was pregnant, literally, y'all, the whole time. So I'm gonna just jump into me giving labor. So one day, y'all, me and Jody, after this, y'all, well, around the time where I was getting close to my pregnancy, Jody already graduated ICDC college. I was still currently going there. He actually did find a job in his field, so he was getting paid a good amount or whatever. He was working for like this company and they paid really good at the time, and it was so crazy because it was literally like 5 minutes down the road from where him and Barry and his grandma and them lived at or whatever. So around that time, like, he was making money and saving his money or whatever. Around that time, like, I had a job at Burger King. That's a different story time. And I ended up taking a leave and I never went back. So yeah, y'all. So one day, like, I was just sleeping or whatever, like I just didn't feel too good or whatever, and I was just laying down, and you know, Jody was asleep or whatever, and something just told me to get up. I don't know if I had like a dream or whatever, but something just told me to get up, y'all. So I get up, and when I get up out the bed or whatever, like, I was about to go pee. But next thing you know, like, water and everything just start trickling down my leg. And I'm just like, damn, like, did I just pee on myself? Like, what's going on? So I'm tapping Jody because, you know, he sleep hard as the fucking rock. I'm like, Jody, like, get up. Like, water is coming out. Water is coming out. He like, you sure you're not about to have the baby? I'm like, shit, I don't know. And then next thing you know, y'all, I go to the bathroom because he got up and he ran to tell his grandma. You know, his grandma had mad kids. So she know when you in labor. So I'm in the bathroom, whatever, and I hear his grandma. She was like, do you see like mucusy stuff? And I'm just like, yeah. She was like, oh, she started panicking, y'all. She's like, oh, she in labor. So at first, I'm not really taking it seriously. I'm like, what? Y'all, not even a minute or two go by, I started getting contractions. Like, I'm just like, oh my God. Like, that was like the worst pain I ever felt. So I already had my baby diaper bag packed like months or weeks ahead of time. So I'm just like, you know, don't forget the diaper bag or whatever, like, come on. So I had to go put on some clothes or whatever. His grandma like fumbling in the house or whatever, like trying to find the keys. Like, she was just like, I guess overwhelmed because she couldn't believe what was going on. And every other second or so, like, I'll be able to walk a little bit, and then it's like contractions again. So I'm just like, oh my God, like, this shit hurt so bad. So when we finally make it to the car, y'all, his grandma like holding the door for us to get out the house or whatever. I make it in the car. We got like a towel with us because I didn't know what was about to happen, or if I was gonna, like, you know, leak some more water again, or like, I don't know what was going on. So we get in the car, y'all. How about the car is on E? Gas tank on E. So she just like, oh my God, we need to go to the gas station. We're not gonna make it because the hospital that I had was like in the city, and they lived in the country at the time. So that was like a 35-minute ride back to the city to the because I had to go to that hospital or whatever. So She went to go stop and get gas. I'm just like, oh my God. Like, y'all, I'm in the backseat going crazy because it's just like picking up. And then the contractions was coming like back to back to back to back. And I'm like, damn, ain't they supposed to be more spaced out than that? Like, I'm dilating that quick. And before all this happened, y'all, I did go to the doctor and they told me I was like 3 centimeters dilated, but nothing was going on. So she went and got gas because they ain't have no choice. When it got gas, y'all, the whole time I'm just in there crying, rocking back and forth. They done called everybody, told everybody, like, Dante, she in labor, she having a baby or whatever. Y'all, when we get up in there, it was like I was in a trance. Like, they trying to put all this paperwork in front of my face, like, oh, you gotta sign this, you gotta sign that, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And I'm just like, yo, like, I don't feel like doing all this. When they put me in there, y'all, they literally had me. They had me, when I first came in, y'all, they had me, like, in a wheelchair, y'all. How about the lady at the thing, she's giving me like a clipboard, y'all. I wanted to throw that clipboard back in that lady face so bad, but I didn't want to be disrespectful, but I was in so much pain, y'all. So I'm like I'm still in the wheelchair now, and Jody's like behind me, like got his hands on the bars or whatever, and I was right in front of the desk, so I'm trying to like write my name down and all this and all that, y'all. How about when I go get back up to try to hand this lady the clipboard? Mind you, I'm right there by the damn desk. I bust my motherfucking head so hard, y'all, on the I bust my head so hard on the desk. Everybody's like, oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay? It's like, y'all, like it hurted, but at that point, I didn't even feel that shit. All I felt was pain. We go to the back, y'all. Jody, I guess he didn't call my mama. Everybody and they mama didn't came. Bear didn't came, my mama didn't came, his aunt didn't came, the grandma was there, like everybody was there or whatever. But when I was in the back, like before all of them got there, like they was just like, you know, I can't give you an epidural right now, you need fluids in you. So it just seemed like it was just taking forever for them to give me any type of pain medication, you know what I'm saying? Because they were saying like I just got there, they gotta pump fluids in me or whatever. So they trying to talk to me. Every time they trying to talk to me to get me to sign something, a contraction can come and they can see it on a thing. So I'm throwing the paper back at the lady. I'm just like, I can't sign it. She was like, no, you have to sign it or you're not gonna be able to get no epidural. Like you have to sign the paperwork. So I'm just like, okay, like I'm just crying, y'all. Then my mama got there. I just felt saved. I'm like, mama, like, and my mama, I was being mean to everybody, and she just started crying because I guess she felt the pain that I was going through. So after a while, y'all, they ended up moving me to like the room I guess that I was gonna be in, whatever. And I ended up like, they still throughout that time just shoving paperwork in my face, having me sign all this shit. So at this point, y'all, I'm holding on to the nurse. I'm holding on to everybody, y'all. They had to get like Bear and all them out of the room because my cootie was all out. They all sitting over there like, get these motherfuckers out of here. The only people that was in there when I actually delivered was my mama and Jody. But before all that, they had like the whole fucking family in there, y'all. And I know they seen my tootie tag. I know they seen my tootie tag, but I didn't care because I was in so much pain, y'all. And I'm the type of person, I love to put like pillows between my legs. Like that makes me comfortable. Like that's how I sleep. So I was trying to do that. Like I was just doing the most, y'all. I could not stop crying. It was just too much going on. It just felt like a fucking nightmare, like a dream. So after a while, the nurse was just like, you know, you're ready to get your epidural. So the nurse like in front of me, y'all, I didn't wrap my arms around the nurse. I'm holding her, just rocking back and forth. They're like, you gotta be still. They ended up putting the epidural on my back, y'all. I didn't even feel that epidural. They're like, if you move, you'll be paralyzed. Well, bitch, I'm gonna be crippled today. I didn't care, y'all. I was just like, I just make the pain go away. So after they put the epidural in or whatever, y'all, like I said, I did not feel it. I heard a whole bunch of scare stories like, oh, it's a big needle going through your back. I didn't feel that. I didn't give a fuck how big the needle is. Put that shit in me, okay? So after that, y'all, maybe like 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes or so, I just started feeling pressure. Like I didn't feel the contractions anymore. So I was kind of okay, but it still was just like a lot of pressure down there. It just felt like a big ass weight on your coochie. Like it was horrible, y'all. But I would say it, maybe I was in labor for like 2 hours, but it felt like years. Like it was just dragging. Like, so after a while, y'all, at this point in time, I did have like a Jamaican doctor. It was a man, and you know what I'm saying, before this or whatever, he was my doctor for mad long. He's not my doctor no more. But I just felt like he was just trying to get me out of there, like, cause I'm about to tell y'all. So when they was just like, you know, we could see her hair, it's time for you to push or whatever, like, y'all, they told me to push like 2 times, and this man cut me wide open. And I already know, because my mom in the back like, ooh, 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 like making all the faces, Jody looking like he about to throw up, like I could feel like something snip and the baby just fall out. So I'm just like, damn, like, you only let me push like 2-3 times and you already cutting your girl up. Y'all, they had to like stitch my stuff back up. Like, why did you, I was so mad. Like, why did you cut me, bro? Like, really? Like, he literally cut me wide open. Soon as my daughter came out, y'all, Jody was happy as hell. Like, he was like, yes, like, she looked like me. Like, and that's another thing, y'all. And I'm not even trying to be funny or colorist or nothing. But one thing I noticed about Jody was that he didn't really have a type, but he liked light-skinned girls. And when my baby came out, because I always thought, like, because I'm dark-skinned, so I thought, like, you know, I don't got no problem with my baby color. I don't do too much. But it was just like a sigh of relief when he seen how like red she was. Like, I don't know if I'm dragging it or what, but that's kind of what he gave me. It was like, yes, like, he was just happy, just ecstatic of like everything about her, because she was really beautiful. Like, my daughter's beautiful. But when she came out, like, she was beautiful. You know how some babies come out and they be a little weird? You be like, yeah, that baby got cute feet. You know what I'm saying? But no, like, my baby was pretty, like, you know, as soon as she came out. So he was lit. Like, he was like, yes, it's my baby, like, rah. So after that, y'all, whatever, I got to breathe. I'm just like, yes, I'm done with this shit. Like, finally, like, fuck, like. So after that, y'all, Jody, I think they ended up going home. They had let me and the baby get skin to skin or whatever. He ended up going home, and he came back with his video game, y'all, his Xbox. He went and plugged it up. That's one thing I can say about Jody. Like, yeah, he went home, like, here and there, but for the most part, he did stay at the hospital with me, like, the whole time. Like, he spent the night there and all that, which I was surprised. Thought he was gonna be off doing whatever, but even though he probably did whatever, who knows? Jody was the sneakiest nigga ever, but not sneaky enough for your girl. So after I had my baby or whatever, y'all, it was just like so weird, because I wasn't used to having like a kid. So I would like, not trying to be funny, but I would like forget about her. Like, I would be like, damn, like, oh, I got a baby. Because like, after you go home or whatever, like, it was just like, now I got somebody like else that I gotta cater to. So his grandma, she was like a real big help in the beginning or whatever. Like, so, and around that time, like, I think that was the time where they like prescribed me like Percocet. They don't do that these days, but that was like 2014. They prescribed me with Percocet, y'all. And after like day 2, I stopped taking it, because I was forgetting what was going on. It was like I was in a trance. Like, it was crazy. And it would be times, like I said, like, I would be asleep, like, and I don't know how long I've been asleep, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I wake up and she crying. I'm just like, but damn, how long I've been asleep? Because sometimes, you know, Jody be at work, and his grandma, if she would hear her crying or whatever, she'd just automatically come get her from me, you know what I'm saying? So nothing happen to her. And another thing the doctors mentioned when I was in there or whatever, because I would always have my baby in the bed with me. They would always have like the baby bed or whatever. And I would never put her in there. And the lady was like, you know, that's not a good thing for you to have your baby sleeping right next to you or whatever. Like, you know what they say, like, you can roll over on the baby. You know, I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? But it's some people that will. But that was like a thing at the beginning. But my baby slept with me up until like age 6. You know what I'm saying? So after that, y'all, I had the baby or whatever. Like, I was excited, but then at the same time scared as hell, because I'm just like, I never had a baby before. Like, it's too much. You know what I'm saying? And Jody, he would kind of help out a little bit with the baby. Like, he would be around, but you know what I'm saying, he'll do his thing, whatever, try whatever. So after a while of being there at Barry and grandma's house or whatever, we ended up finding us a place to stay, y'all. And this is where things get shaken up a little bit, okay? So after I had the baby or whatever, like, my mom, she would always reach out. Of course, she would always reach out anyway. She always wanted to see the baby, this and that and that and this. So Jody was just like, you know, we started looking for places to live or whatever. Around that time, y'all, I told y'all we didn't have no good credit or whatever. So we had to like get a rent to own. And we got like a rent to own like trailer. So we ended up moving into like a trailer park or whatever. We seen what it looked like. It looked brand new when we moved there or whatever. But we're gonna get into that, y'all. So we ended up moving out of Barry and grandma's house or whatever. They was happy for us or whatever. Now I got my daughter or whatever, so everything's everything. So we've been there or whatever for a while, and twin will come by and she met the baby, and you know, she would just feel like, yeah, this is my little niece or whatever, and she got to spend time with her niece at the time or whatever. And you know, it was just, everything was everything. And, you know, after like living there, I say like maybe, because how long we lived there before this happened? So we lived there for like maybe 3 to 4 months, y'all. And one day we just get a phone call like early in the morning, and it was Crystal. Crystal had called or whatever, because first she was texting Jody. Mind you, Jody, he worked really early in the morning at the time. He still had that job that I just told y'all that he got after he graduated. And you know what I'm saying, he was gonna wake up anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I see him like, cause I woke up too, so I see him like on his phone or whatever, and I'm thinking some other shit. But then he get on the phone and it's Crystal, and she's just like, Jody, like, twin is gone. And he like, what? And she like, twin is gone. Like, something happened to her. She's gone. Like, she passed away. And he just, y'all, this is the worst I ever seen Jody. Like, I could not imagine even losing a sibling, but to lose your twin sister is like crazy. Like, the craziest thing. And it's so crazy and so foreshadowing, y'all, because it was a situation that happened with her and her ex-boyfriend at the time. And me and her had this conversation, and she actually went to jail. Something happened with them or whatever, and she sat there for like maybe like a week. And she said while she was sitting there, like, she read the Bible or whatever, and she just said she feel like something is gonna happen to her. Like, that's what she told me, y'all. And I always thought about that after this situation happened. I'm just like, damn, it's like she felt it coming or something. So Jody was just like, he got up and he just started crying. He started punching the walls, you know what I'm saying? My daughter then woke up, like, you know what I'm saying? It was just a lot going on, y'all. And around this time, my mom and her boyfriend actually moved in with us. And that's just a whole nother story time, and we gonna get into that in a minute. But they actually moved in with us, my mama and her boyfriend at the time. And so they thought that me and Jody was in there fighting, you know what I'm saying? Because it would be times that me and him would be fighting, and we're gonna get to that. But they come in there, and I told my mama, you know, like, twin, she gone. My mama just broke down, started crying, you know, because that was like her baby too. You know, my mama boyfriend started crying because he was around. He helped us do a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Jody done punched holes in the wall, like, he just crying, and he just like, I told her to stop living that fast life, and he just wanted to blame everybody and everything. But at the end of the day, it's nobody's fault, you know what I'm saying? So he's just over it, y'all. So after this situation, y'all, like, that really broke him. Like, and Jody, he was already like a bad boyfriend, but it seemed like after his sister passed away, he was even worse. Like, he was even worse to me, y'all. Like, he treated me so bad. And it was just like, it's like, damn, like, I'm the only one that's here for you, like, and you treat me like this, y'all. So around the time when she passed away, y'all, he started inviting people to her funeral, y'all. Y'all will never believe who this boy invited to his sister's funeral, y'all. This girl don't even know her. He invited V, her mama, and her mama girlfriend. He invited motherfucking Blue. Did I name her Blue? His best friend that he cheated on me with. He invited her. It was other females there, you know what I'm saying? But Blue was fine because I couldn't really say much because they went to school together. They grew up with her, like, they know her, like. But for him to invite V, y'all, that broke me. Like, I'm just sitting there at the wake, and I'm just like, are you serious, Jody? Like, you really gonna invite some girl that you done cheated on me with me, then played in my face with, and posted pictures with, to her funeral? Like, she don't even know her. Like, what's going on? And he's like, but she just want to support me. I'm your support. What are you talking about? It was just too much, y'all. And it's always a time and a place, and I couldn't say nothing. Like, I could not say nothing. Like, And Blue had the nerve to speak to me. I just, like, hey, like, I barely spoke. Like, she probably didn't even hear me speak back. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I was just like, wow, like, and I couldn't say nothing, because what am I to say? Because everybody is grieving. Everybody is so hurt. And what do I look like? Like, oh, you got, like, I didn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, the audacity is so real. Like I know you're hurting, but that's somebody that don't have no correlation here. Like, why is she here? Like, come on now. And after all that situation, y'all, that happened with Twin or whatever, y'all, like, Jody was just in a trance. Like, when that year came up or whatever, like, y'all, she passed away like in October or whatever. So like, he was just sad, like, just always in his feelings, you know, never really wanted to go anywhere after that. Like, was forever still cheating on me, y'all. And I might tell that story. And I'm gonna just tell it. After his sister passed away, y'all, and I'm being so transparent with y'all, yeah. So after that whole situation happened or whatever with the sister or whatever, I felt really bad for Jody. I didn't know what to do or how to make him feel better, you know what I'm saying? And he would just kind of go off with his friends and do him or whatever, y'all. So I ended up going to the doctor or whatever and just getting my yearly checkup, y'all. At this point, I think she'd been passed away for maybe like 3-4 months now, you know what I'm saying? It's off into the next year at this point. And like I said, y'all, I was the type of person that always go to the doctor to get checked, you know, by Jody or whatever, because I just didn't know what this boy was doing. I would never have nothing. The most thing I would have is like maybe a UTI or like maybe like a yeast infection, you know, regular female things, you know what I'm saying? I go to the doctor and I'm thinking everything is everything. I did my annual checkup or whatever, and I get a call. And you know, they don't call you unless something is going on. I get a call, y'all, and the lady was like, hello, is this Miss da-da-da-da? And I'm just like, yeah. She was like, well, yeah, we got your test results back, and it looks like you have, y'all know that.
For my money.
I said, what? You sure? What? She was like, yeah, like, we gonna need you to have to come in so we can give you like medication so we can clear that up for you or whatever. Like, I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, like it came back that you have the, y'all. So after this, I call him up and I'm just like, Jody, like, don't lie. Like, I'm crying, y'all, because I never had no shit like this happen to me in my life. So I'm just like, don't lie. Like, the lady is telling me that you done gave me something, bro. Like, what is going on? Like, the fuck? Like, who was you messing with? Who was you messing with? He like, man, I don't know.
Cap.
I don't know. I'm like, you don't know. You don't know. Like, what the fuck you mean you don't know?
And with that many girls?
I don't know. I'm just like, bro, like, these people is telling me that I got something, y'all. I end up going to the doctor that day, y'all, and they was just like, you know, they probably thought I was so fucking dramatic, y'all. I'm in there crying. They just like, well, do you know how you got it? I'm like, yeah, I got it from my boyfriend, and he don't even care. And the lady was just like, well, if he don't care, girl, then you don't need to be with someone like that. Like, you deserve better. And she was like, it's gonna be all right. Like, us as women, everybody that went through it, like, it's gonna clear up. It's not something that's long term. Like, it's gonna go away. And I'm just like, yeah, I understand that, but like, he don't even care. I told him what I got, and he not even going to the doctor, y'all. How about Jody went to go play basketball? He didn't even go to the doctor.
Bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
He waited to go to the doctor like the next day or 2 days later. Like, he wasn't pressed. Like, the fact that he knew that you can get rid of it and it wasn't like a long-term thing, this nigga didn't even go to the doctor right away. Like, how concerned I was and thinking my life was over, he didn't give not 10 fucks. He was just like, oh yeah, you can get rid of that. Like, what? Y'all, I was so traumatized, y'all. And I'm gonna just leave the story time right here. I'm gonna just leave the story time right here, y'all, because I'm already embarrassed to even admit that, y'all, but that's something that I've been through and got over with, you know what I'm saying? And I know certain people, some people never had anything. Some people have, you know what I'm saying? And some people got things you can't get rid of. And I was lucky enough to not have that happen to me, you know what I'm saying? But when you're in a relationship, y'all, this situation just taught me, when you're in a relationship, y'all, no matter how much you love that person, no matter how long you've been with that person, that can't save you. I never cheated on Jody. I never had SCX with no other man, you know what I'm saying, but him. And it's just like, damn, like, I was so loyal to you, thinking that I could go out there and catch something. And the whole time I'm catching it by the man who supposedly loved me, supposed to be there for me. Like, I was just like, damn, like, I should have cheated. I should have lied. I should have done it. Baby, I should have went out to the club. I should have, y'all. I didn't do nothing with my life. I was so revolving around this dude, y'all. And I ended up in a fucked up situation anyway. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all, that's a wrap for this video. If y'all like this video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Support your girl. Follow your girl on all social media. That's at TikTok at Salute Marie and Instagram at Salute Marie. And always make sure your post notification bells is always turned on. So every time I post another video, y'all what? Tune in. Until next time, I'll see y'all later. Peace.